Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. Make sure you leave your experiences in the comments below. And before we start this reading, just gonna let you guys know that, of course, happiness is always the goal. So make sure you guys are striving to be happy every day of your life. So we're gonna pick two cards here. I kind of like the, whoa. You'll pick that one too. So we got two pink cards. So pink is the color of heart chakra, compassion. Okay, so the word forgiveness, which lives in the heart chakra, is coming up for me. So I do get that we are working on some kind of forgiveness to move on. And again, forgiveness normally comes with this energy of healing. 61. All right. 61 is a 7. I swear. This happens like every week. You get like different numbers that equal the same number. Anyway, 6 is family. 1 is manipulation. I mean, the 1 is in reverse. I'm just going to read it. So you guys have some kind of issue with family being manipulative. I don't know why I get this masculine energy. Like it could be a brother or father, or it could be a feminine who carries a lot of masculine energy. So I don't know if you guys know this, but there are some like when you get readings, right? Sometimes women can come up as men and men can come up, well, I should say women can come up as masculine and men can come up as feminine if that's the energy that they are living in, right? So that's just something to keep in mind, but I do get a very heavy masculine energy. So what does that even mean? Masculine energy is about doing, about making this effort, carrying kind of this torch, right? If you think about the zodiac, fire and air are masculine. And what happens when fire meets air? It gets bigger, okay? It starts this huge fucking issue, right? The whole house is gonna burn down. That's I don't know, yeah. I feel like fire and air signs are dangerous together because it's like the fire just keeps getting bigger and bigger. But anyway, that's my opinion. It's always how I feel. Anyway, so we were talking about this manipulative energy here from family. And I feel like this is something that's happening now. This is something that's happening in the present. So, how are you as this family member, and family doesn't necessarily mean blood, family is who you make it. How are you handling or how are you contributing to that, right? The term flying monkey is coming to my head. So a flying monkey is that family member that kind of supports the toxic narc in the family. Is literally like a term that is used in the psychology community regarding narcissism, but really we are talking about toxic relationships, right? So people who hold these toxic qualities and the family does not hold them accountable, right? So this person could be toxic in a lot of ways. Like in families, you have people who essay motherfuckers in their own family and the family won't speak out about it, or they'll let this keep happening, or they'll be like, no, I'm just not gonna leave you alone with them, when this person literally needs to be called out and they need to go to jail. But that's not the only thing that happens. Like people are very enabling of bad behaviors, either because um they don't want the what am I looking the backfire of it all. They don't want to be lashed out at because they're not helping or because they're not enabling. They don't want to be on the negative side of things. People who are toxic have a very strong presence. Very, very strong. So that means that they intimidate people a lot, right? And you have to be, once you've been in enough toxic situations, okay, you should be able to identify it and walk away from it. Even if you don't want to go head to head sometimes, um, whatever's going on here, Spirit is encouraging you to walk away, right? I'm getting hermit energy, that you need to go find yourself without these people. So cut off communication for whatever period of time. I'm not saying forever, but you have to put your foot down, right? People are only going to treat you how you allow. And so when you stay around people who aren't treating you correctly, you do co-sign that behavior, right? But it's also this energy because some of you guys are on the other side where you're allowing things to happen in your presence. And I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get some backlash for that karmically. Like, this year is not fucking around, okay? Like, it's not. Like, we are living in some karmatic ass times right now. Do not co-sign anybody's toxic behavior. Don't co-sign it. We have all been through difficult times, whether it's an addiction or whether it's some kind of misuse or abuse of us. We have all been through difficult times. Do not co-sign anybody else putting people through difficult times. You cannot do that and expect to come out clean on the other side. Okay? All right. So I should have did the trinkets first, but we're already here, so let's handle it. So we got 2 diamonds, honey. Okay, let's just address Pentacles for a minute, because the diamonds represent Pentacles is about foundation, about money, about very physical things. So that tells me that you guys may be dependent on family for money or foundation, right? And somebody in the family is manipulating you with money. So one thing about the King of Pentacles is that he's a good saver, right? King of Pentacles saves money. King of Pentacles can also hold back money. So this falling under the one in reverse, somebody is definitely manipulating you with money, right? So I have family giving out money. Then we have a manipulation holding money back. It's just as simple as that. So whatever the situation is, being in it for the cash, for the money, for a place to stay, whatever the case may be, is causing negative karma, right? I am not a fan of being like, oh, pray it away or meditate it away or ask the guys. Like, no. Whatever is going on right now, you guys need some very physical help. And I want you guys to find that. Every city, every state, I mean, at least in the US, but the US is one of the worst countries out there. Like, no offense to my fellow Americans, but if you're out here, you can find help. And if you're other places, I know y'all can find help. I'm sorry. I just know it's there, but I'm just here. So, definitely look for the help that's available with your foundation. Don't just think that, hey, just because it's always been this way, this is the way it has to be. You guys have to walk away from this situation. So we have the number 7. You need to reevaluate, right, who you are and the things that you are willing to accept. You know what they say? I don't know, something, if you don't believe in anything, you fall for everything or some shit like that. But you guys have to create your own moral and ethical boundaries and guidelines. And I'm not saying that they won't change over time, because they absolutely may. Because the more we know, the more we grow. So we can change our perspective and all of those things. But you have to have this foundation for yourself that's based on you and your experiences, what you've seen in other people's experiences, what you desire, and then create your morals and ethics around that. All right, I'm just going to say, hurting people is always wrong. Other than that, do what you do. I really don't understand, the hang up on shit that don't got nothing to do with other people. So we got a cat and we got a shell. Okay, so This cat is cute. Y'all see this? I was gonna put it closer. This cat, hold on. Maybe I do it like this. This cat is fucking adorable. All right, so are cats have kind of like psychic powers, right? Cats are also familial pets. You guys may have an issue with someone maybe keeping a pet from you or something like that. I do feel that you guys know better than to allow whatever is happening to happen. But with this shell here, you guys are protecting a manipulator. Whether that is not being honest about what they are doing, or whether you are literally like lying for this person. But I do get the protection of somebody who is super manipulative, super possessive. Like this person just wants you to do whatever they want you to do. And they act like that with everybody. Like they think they run the world or they rule the world, or the people around them should just do what they say, or whatever the case may be. It's really trash energy, right? We can't control anyone but ourselves. We can't even control a baby. And that should tell you everything you need to know about being human. People are going to do what the hell they want to do. And to have this energy of, I need to control everything around me, definitely screams that I have no control over myself, right? Because that's the only thing that we do have control over is ourselves. And a lot of people forfeit that because they're trying to control the environment around them, which is never going to work. All right, so let's get a final message here for those seeing 61. Final message, Spirit. So let me just say, I don't know why I want one more card. These cards represent looking at things in a new perspective, kind of taking this novice view on things. So we got the Ten of Wands, we got the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Cups, right? So looking at it right away, the Ten of Wands and the Two of Pentacles can represent debt, right? So what I get is you are burdened by some kind of debt. You are burdened because you don't know how you can handle these things. But what I say with the Ten of Wands, this is shit that you picked up on your own. He picked up all of these sticks by himself. He decided to do that. And now it's too much for him, right? So let's address the 10 and the 2. 10 represents the ending of one cycle, the beginning of another cycle. But Spirit is blocking your actions because they need you to get your shit together. Whereas the 2 comes to some kind of 2 represents connection. So I really like to represent 2 as a spiritual connection. But it is your connection with other people as well. And so I do see that you are having it, like your connection to the people around you, the people you love, is a burden. And this is probably the main reason Spirit is like, oh no, you need to walk away. Because we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a very sensitive woman, individual. I don't know. She a queen, so she a woman. Anybody could be represented as a Queen of Cups. But the Queen of Cups in general is a nurturer and an intuitive, right? The Queen of Cups is a lover mostly, and I feel a lot that your love has been blocked, and this is gonna cause some kind of negative karma towards you, because when you have a block on your feminine energy, honey, first of all, if you don't give love, you can't receive love, because it's a reciprocal energy. It goes back and forth. And that's the same with all the feminine energy, emotions, vulnerability. All of those things are kind of like this wave of water. And the Queen of Cups really does represent that in my eyes, okay? So I definitely feel that, one, you guys have hardened up being in this situation. 2, you expect burdens and you expect to be juggling all these things for long periods of time. So I'm going to say the number 12. Y'all know I love the number 12. It's not only because I was born in December, but I do love the number 12 because it represents you doing what you have to do and spirit supporting you. And then you being able to communicate those changes. So it's good all the way around. All right, I want to grab some rooms. Get some wooden rooms here. Wooden rooms. I am getting a heavy father energy right now. So I'm going to pick 2 rooms. Message 461. We have Gabo. Oh, and we have Ingwas. Yeah, Ingwas is fertility. I kid you fucking not. I kid you fucking not. It also represents peace and harmony, whereas this Gabo represents a gift. Okay. Gable also represents balance, which I think is very important, falling on top of this number 6. Right. Okay. There's a lot going on here with the number 6. So I do think you guys should pay attention when you see it and just kind of reevaluate what numbers accompany it. Okay. So I have a whole breakdown on my TikTok account, Your Local Numerologist, that breaks down each number and their basic meanings. Okay, so that should help you identify the numbers that you're looking at, and kind of evaluate it for yourself, if that makes sense, because you guys may see 6 in a bunch of different ways. That's what I'm getting right now. You may see 6 all over the place, and then yeah. So one thing I'm just gonna say is that with the with rooms, they are broken up into 3 categories, right? And then 8 columns, right? So this is in the first category, 7th column, and this is in the third category, 6th column. And I say that because we have 6 and we have 7 right here. So it's very important to, what I'm getting right now, reevaluate family, right? So Gabo, generosity, gifts, talents, charity, service. I feel like you guys have been an ultimate service to someone, some people. Family, this means family, literally. So you guys have been a gift to your family, but on the side of that, your well-being and your inner growth has been kind of like stifled, because what I see is that you're just kind of giving everything away and not really receiving anything back. No confusion. Whether you are on this side of helping somebody be a dickhead, right? Or allowing somebody be a dickhead to you, is kind of the same karmic type energy. So I would definitely be careful with that and reevaluate the family and people around you. All right, so that's all I have for the number 61, y'all. I really hope y'all get y'all shit together, honey, because it is so important, right? I just saw the 2 of Swords. It's a lot of things that you guys don't see and a lot that you don't know. So be honest with yourself about that, right? You know what they say, the more you know, the more you know that you don't know shit. And it ain't nothing that's truer than that, honey. That is the truth. Anyway, that is all I have for the number 61. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share. And yeah, happiness is always the goal, guys. So I will see you next time.